Thanks, G-Man. Well, I feel like we need to get Carishma Basday to come join me in the kitchen. Oh, it's so amazing having you here today. You've got such a great energy about you. And yes, you are blooming and you are definitely spreading your pollen, if I can. We're going to use all the florally ones. Exactly. We are here. We're your little busy bees right now. But we are in the kitchen and we're going to do a one pot chicken today.
Yes.
And I love this because this is something that is nutritious and it's something that the whole family get to enjoy. And this is something you love to do and the whole family usually tucks in.
Well, Zoe, I'm a busy mom, right? So I need stuff that packs a punch, is delicious, but also has lots of nutrients in it, you know? And it's just so easy to throw together. So should we get started?
Yes, of course. I'll be your sous chef today, so just tell me what to do.
That would be amazing. So this is basically all gonna go in one pot, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I start off with a little bit of oil?
Yes, you can put a little bit of oil for me. That's going to be for my onions and my chicken first. But in a separate pot, we're going to just saute some of these zucchinis and just get them nice and golden, just adding a bit of extra flavor, you know, to them. So in this pot, we've got a bit of oil, and then we're going to add in our... Yes, exactly.
Get that going for us.
And we just want to get those onions going. I'm just going to add in a tiny bit.
We really want them to be a beautiful translucent color.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm one of those individuals. I love cooking dishes that doesn't require many other dishes. Everything needs to end up in the same pot. That means the flavor is building.
And it's just so easy. When you have like a little time, you can just put everything in there and you know that you're all covered. It's got, you know, it's got your protein, it's got your veg, it's got your carbs, it's got everything in there. So it's a really well-rounded meal.
Fantastic.
So the onions are there, and then we're going to take our chicken and we are going to just put its skin down first, right?
Is this one of those where we're going to turn it once and then we don't turn the chicken again?
And then we don't turn it again, exactly. So just want to get a nice color on the skin.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab some salt.
Okay.
I'm going to put some salt.
Just want to season as you go.
Season as we go.
And these are all part of the flavor profiles that's busy building in this one pot dish.
Absolutely. And you know what I've been loving to do recently as well is that I've been loving to make extra. So like we've got 4 pieces of chicken here, I'll maybe try and put in 8 and extra, just double everything. And then I take out a portion and I freeze it for a day where I'm like running late, coming home late from set or whatever. And it's just a lovely home-cooked meal.
Then you know there's a meal ready for the family.
Exactly.
And does your little one enjoy this meal?
She loves it.
Oh.
She loves it. She's a big fan of it because, you know, we're going to add in some chicken broth. I make my homemade chicken broth, which is amazing. It's so easy. I do it in the Instant Pot. It's amazing. I make big batches of it, and I freeze it in tinier batches, and she's a big fan of broth.
Oh, that is so
she
sweet.
loves that. So we're going to we've turned the chicken around. I'm going to add my garlic in there because I love me some garlic.
We love fresh garlic.
And then I'm just going to season this side of the chicken.
I feel like we're rushing this dish, but this is one of those dishes you'll just take a little bit more time. You'll cook it low and slow.
Well, this is it. So this part is kind of where all the work is done, right? Because then you're going to put it in the oven and just kind of leave it to do its thing. And if you don't have an oven, you can just put it to slow cook.
You can keep it on the stove?
Absolutely. So now the chicken's ready. I'm going to add in my butternut.
Butternut's just such a great veg. It's one of my favorite veggies. Like, I can never get enough of butternut.
And it just kind of makes every meal so hearty. Like, this is also just a nice hearty, you know, meal for me. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. And then I've got just 1 tin of brown lentils. So you're going to sprinkle that.
Really adding a lot of protein to this dish.
A lot of fiber as well. I've got a lot of good vitamins going in here. So there we go. All of that in there. And then we've got some chickpeas, one of our faves.
Definitely. And it's great to use the tin one. The secret is just to make sure you rinse it out of its brine.
Absolutely.
I personally find when that residue stays on the lentils or on the chickpeas, I feel a bit bloated afterwards.
Definitely.
And I had someone say to me, just make sure you rinse it properly before adding it to your dish.
That's such a great tip.
And then you won't experience that bloating feeling.
And you know what I also love to do with the chickpeas? I love to just pop them in air fry with some like salt and pepper and just roast them. They're so crispy. My daughter loves that as a snack.
That is a healthy snack.
She tends to like a lot of the healthy things. I mean, we're very lucky. So we've got all of that in there, and then we've got some miso.
Oh.
paste
some
in here. So it
miso
just adds a little bit of depth and flavor. And I'm actually going to mix it in to my delicious chicken broth. Now this is packed with so many nutrients. So, I mean, do you know how to make some chicken broth, Zoe?
No, to be honest, I'm that cheater that just gets the stock from
Okay, so
sachet.
stock and broth are two different things, right? So for your stock, you know when you're chopping your veggies and you've got like the onion skins and like the peels from the carrots or something, I pop all of that into a Ziploc packet in my freezer so that I can build up a nice stash. And the same with like my chicken bones or meat bones or whatever. And then I pop all of that into Instant Pot.
Yes.
And I chop it with a bit of water, salt, some herbs, and I let it cook for like maybe 2 hours, like pressure cook for 2-3 hours. And when you open that pot, the smell is just amazing, and you've got this liquid gold right here. And then my dogs also get to enjoy the leftovers of that. So it's like just win-win everywhere.
Okay. So there's a difference between the broth and the stock.
Yes.
Now, with this chicken broth, when you make your chicken broth, you obviously make it in bulk.
Yes.
How long do you get to save it? Do you freeze it once it's done? Or?
I freeze it. I put it in different size jars because if I need it for different things, so it's just easy. So I just grab it, and I mean, broth doesn't last very long in our house because I add it to everything. I add it to soups, to stews, to pastas, to everything. Literally everything. Just because it just adds that extra layer of nutrition.
Okay.
Right. So we've got that already all done.
When would you like to add the zucchini?
So I usually put this in the oven and I let it cook for maybe about a good hour and a half, right? And then I take it out and then I add that zucchini on top. But for the purpose of TV, we can just pop it in right now. Is that going to be too hot?
I will grab this for us. We will add this to our dish. Maybe I can hold it and you can
perfect.
Get it in there for us. There we go. This is teamwork.
Teamwork. And look, it just adds a beautiful color.
And extra texture
to the dish. And you'll see, like, by sauteing it, it just adds that, like, kind of like a little bit of a burnt, crispy flavor. So there we go.
That looks beautiful.
I know, right?
Oh, well, if you want to get your hands on this delicious recipe, we have it available on our website, expressoshow.com. And if you want to see what the finished product looks like, Carishma has one that our incredible team has made. This is the beauty of cooking on TV. Look at that. And when would you add your spinach?
So I take it out of the oven when we've added the zucchini and everything, and then I just dot the spinach over and just stir it in because it's still going to be hot. It's going to wilt, but not overcook.
Yes.
Right? Because I don't like overcooked spinach. So now I'm going to just grab.
Beautiful. Look at that. The butternuts coming through.
There we go.
Oh, this dish is packed.
And I mean, you could, you know, add a side of rice or pap or polenta. Shrimp polenta might be delicious, but you actually don't need it because it's got everything, you know, in here.
A hearty meal. I would definitely add some rice and just turn it into a yummy hearty meal. Oh, that looks incredible. Well, thank you for joining us today and showing us these delicious recipes. It's been such a treat.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we wish you all the best for 2024, and please do come and visit us.
You know I love being here, Zoe. I'll be back anytime, so just give me a call.
Well, there you have it. If you want to get your hands on Carishma's recipe, it is available on our website. You can get it at expressoshow.com.